Morning everybody, Gary here, Gary's Practical Workshop. Just thought I'd put this short clip together to let you know that the Z1's finished. It's all up together. Yesterday I took it out for a spin and we used the GoPro camera. Still learning about the GoPro. The first time I did the shoot, it didn't turn out very well because we didn't have any protection for wind. Second time we put it in a little phone boot and that seems to help a lot. Anyway, without any further nonsense and waffling, see what you think of the clip. Any comments you want to put down below, that's great. Do click and subscribe if you like what you see. It does help the channel. Just before I go, I just want to thank a few people. Ian at IMD, thanks very much mate for those rings. They did the job really well. Standard rings for a standard Z1 block. Also Dave at Z Power for bearings and seals for the back wheel. Thanks very much. Don't know this next chap. Bought a couple of things from him. Nice chap. Kawasaki Heaven. So if you need anything for Kawasaki's, give him a shout. Special thanks now to Simon and Andy at Alpha Classic Bikes. They did all the vapor work. They took the cylinder head, the crankcases, the blah blah blah, the lot, the whole works, and it came back absolutely stonkingly good. Really, really good, really clean. Can't find this next guy, Dave at Side Bikes. Dave, if you're watching, great. Thanks for all your help with the Z1100 engine rebuild. Can't get hold of you. And finally is Martin at ML Motorcycles in Bristol. Known Martin for quite a few years. Another Z1 guy like myself, knows his stuff with bikes, got his own shop and workshop at the back. Thanks for your help with the sprocket supply and the sprocket kit. Great stuff. Anyway, without further ado, we'll get into the clip, see what you think. Any comments, please stick them down below. And I'll catch you all later. Bye for now. I think you need to see some daylight, old boy. More importantly, you need to see some tarmac. Let's take you out for a spin. Okay guys, I hope you can listen to this. I hope you can hear. There's a new cover over the GoPro, which I think is called a wind something shield protector. I can't remember now, but hopefully this will cut out a lot of the noise which I was getting on a previous recording, which I probably won't bother putting on the channel because it's rubbish, absolute rubbish. So we'll see how this goes. Just to bring you a bit of a recap on the bike now has done 191 miles since the engine rebuild. It seems to be running okay. I'm quite pleased with it. I need to do some work on the suspension, not so much the rear but the front. That does need some attention, but there is a couple of things which I wanted to do. I think I might have a slappy shim on number 4 cylinder 1 2 3 4 inlet, so we'll see how that fares. It may settle down, it may not. It's not a big job, but we'll see how we go on that one. Right, let's take the bike out for a spin. We'll see how we go. If you can hear me, great. If you can't, please bear with me. And I hope the footage comes out this time better without the wind noise. Let's see. Off we go. Just checking the forks a little bit. we are obviously on reserve. Dead. This is the last thing I want, isn't it? just take these off a sec, guys. I hope that's come out. Let's turn the ignition off. Quite pleased with it. Project's more or less finished now, apart from a couple of annoying things like the suspension. I've got another set of stanchions. I think I'll probably change them over, but apart from that, engine sounds good. Carburetors, I think there may be some work to do with them. I don't know whether the filters made any difference. They shouldn't do, but I have known it in the past. The back end has turned out really well, apart from that horrible tyre. The new chain and sprocket kit, you'll have to excuse it, it's a bit grubby around the rim because that new chain basically threw off a lot of grease or oil that's on the chain when you get it. Apart from that, I think that's pretty much it really. It's quite comfortable. For those of you that saw me stop earlier on the main road, which was a dodgy place to stop, I blew a fuse. So I always carry a few spare fuses with an old boy like this. So that was all sorted out and it fired up, no problem. But we will check that when we get back. Apart from that, it's all done. So the Z1 engine transplant has now come to an end. I did say I would give you a rundown on the test ride. It seems to be okay. It's early days. As I said, it's only done, well, it's just this minute on this run gone over to 201 miles since the engine's rebuilt. But it's still it's loosened up a bit, but it is still quite tight. It's probably going to take about another 150 to 200 miles to really loosen it off. But not too bad. Not too bad at all. Hope you can all see that. So what I'm going to do now is ride it back, and then I shall obviously put all this footage together, edit it, sort out all what's what, and then that'll be it. So I'll see you back at the workshop. Kill switch to run, ignition on, fuel on, no choke, it's warm. Away we go. Well, there we are. Hope it's still recording. Job done. Let's turn the fuel off. All off. Well guys, that was the run. Hope you enjoyed it. Gives you an idea what it's like to ride it. I will be back later, as I said, working on this little chap here. But there's another playlist coming up. I'm not going to have another channel because that's just like way too much, too complicated to set up and all that. But the other playlist is about the work I'm doing on the motorhome. To give you just a little smidgen, I don't know if any of you guys would be interested. Hope you are. But do flick over to the other playlist if you are. And that's going to be the complete upgrade of all the power system in the motorhome. New batteries, complete new charging system. And hopefully now the motorhome can be out in the wild camping, doing 240 volt, blah blah blah, all the rest of it. If you're interested in that and you want to see how I've done that, do watch the other playlist to do with the motorhome. Anyway, that's the run. Hope you enjoyed it. Sorry about some of the quality of the sound. It was a little bit screechy at points, but I'm still working on the GoPro, learning it as I go. But I hope it gives you an idea of what it's like to ride it. The engine, I think, it sounds lovely. I'm very pleased with the way that's turned out. Still a few things to do, but we'll do them over a period of time. Maybe do some videos on those, namely the front forks. I need to do the front forks because it's not very good on the suspension. But thanks for watching. Thanks for looking at all the videos to do with this project. I hope you found it interesting. The last phase, which is phase 3, will start shortly on this engine, which I said I'd rebuild to limits and fits. That's the engine that came out. In the meantime, this is Gary at Gary's Practical Workshop signing out. We'll see you shortly with some new projects in the pipeline. One of them is the complete upgrade of the motorhome. Now, a lot of you might not be interested in motorhomes, but it's still a machine. And I did say on my on the outset of the channel that I would be working on various machines. I'm going to upgrade all the power system, the 12 volt system, bigger batteries, all sorts of things. Anyway, that's for another day. This is Gary at Gary's Practical Workshop signing out. Stay safe, look after yourselves, don't go too mad on the bikes, and I'll be back later. Bye for now.